Hey guys, welcome back to the Sensor Pop channel. What we have for you today is we're gonna revisit the Champa Maidens deck, and we're gonna include cards from set 4 and the ultimate box and to make it better. So before we move ahead with the video, I would like to thank everybody who's watching this, especially if you are a subscriber. If you have not, please subscribe. I would appreciate that a lot. This channel hits its 200 subscribers, so I'm really excited about that. And a big thank you to all of you who makes it happen. And all this subscribe, all this comments really keep the channel going and keep the energy up for me to make even more videos for all of you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the deck profile. Okay, so Champa leader, if you don't know what he does, is that for his unawakened side, he's one of the set 1 leaders that actually allows you to draw cards on his unawakened side. So what he does is this: if you have any of your battle cards swings at a leader for 15k, if the battle card has 15k or more, you get to draw a card. So he's pretty good. And if you have 4 or less, you get to draw 2 cards and flip him over. So on his awakened side, what he does is this: when you swing, you get to draw a card, and also you can drop a card from your hand and give one of your battle card double strike. So it's a separate auto by itself, so you don't have to swing to activate the auto. All you need to do is to just drop a card to give one of your battle card double strike. Take note that this is a not once per turn auto. That means if you can just drop cards to make himself double strike, your battle card double strike as many times as you want in a turn. Alright, so it's a really good leader. It gives the Maidens deck something that is sorely missing: the ability to end the game with double strike to put on that pressure. So let's take a look at the cards that I have on the thing. Alright, so the first card that we're playing is, let me do this, Zabuto. So he is the searcher for the deck. So when you play this card, take a look at 3 from the top of your deck. Choose one Universe 2 among them and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. And there's another searcher and an evolved target. This is a Girl Warrior, Brienne de Chateau. What she has is that for 2 energy, 1 green, 1 colorless, you get barrier. And when you play this card, look up to top 7, choose 1 Maiden Squadron, not Universe 2, Maiden Squadron among them, and add it to your hand. That's why I'm playing 2 of this, 3 and 2, is because I want to search for Maidens as much as I can, and this deck really depends on it. So another thing that we're playing is Rabandra, Maiden's Attendants. For 2 green energy, he is a blocker. I'm blocking this. Okay. So what he does is, if a Universe 2 is in play in your battle area, he is a free blocker. So when you have any Universe 2 cards, this guy, this lady, and any of these cards in your battle area, you get to play him for free. Alright, then this is the new inclusion from the Ultimate Box. When I saw this card, I was like, did Bandai knows that Champa Maiden is the thing? Because this is a super combo that really helps out with the Maidens deck. This is it. When you combo with this card, if your leader card is God, which is Champa is a God, or Universe 2, Brienne, it's a leader, it's Universe 2, and if your life it's at 4 or less, you get to place 1 card in your hands in the drop area, and you draw 2 cards. So it really helps you to get your drawing more, and you could. Anyway, what really helps up with this deck, with this super combo, why I choose this, is that it helps you to draw more. So it thins out your deck that you get to the cards that you need. And also at the same time, it helps you to drop cards into your drop area. The Maidens needs to play cards from the drop area anyway. So Elegant Assistant Hellis, she's perfect for this deck. And it's perfect for Champa too, because Champa is a god. And Maiden Transformation, so for 4 energy, you get to choose up to 2 of your Maiden Squadron with energy 4 or less from the drop area and play them. So boop, they just comes out. So the combo is this, right? So the combo is this. You use this to drop your Maidens into the drop area and then use them to bring them out. So another card that we are playing would be one of the Maidens, Maiden Squadron Kakunza, one of the best cards in the game in your deck. She is a critical, and if Ribrianne and Rosie are in your battle area, this card gains dual attack. So dual attack critical. Maiden Squadron Rosie, she is a blocker, a 20k blocker. At the end of the turn, if Ribrianne and Kakunza are in play in your battle area, switch this card into active mode. Alright? And this is the big mama herself for 3 evolve costs, which is not a lot. It's actually perfect synergy for the deck. Perfect mana ramp for the deck. She has barrier. When this card when a card evolves into this card, choose one of your opponent's battle card and KO it. So she has the ability to pop a card without energy restriction. And when this card attacks, if Kakunza and Rosie are in your battle area, choose 2 cards from your opponent's hands and place them in the drop area. So what you want to do is when she comes out, usually I wait a turn. So you need to kind of understand what your opponent is playing. So for example, if they're playing Cell, perfect. So wait until the Cell comes out, evolve over your Ribrianne, and then pop it. And if this is the card from set 4, the set 4 promo cards that's gonna add a lot of spice into this deck. Ribrianne transformation complete. This card is so damn powerful. So just for 1 energy, Ribrianne energy 5 or more, this is your only target. You get to evolve on top of her, and what you do is it gains double strike. So it lets you finish the game, and when you play this card, we evolve by placing it on top of a Maiden Squadron Ribrianne. So if you evolve on top of her, only if on top of her, switch this card to active mode. That means you cannot evolve and evolve and evolve. No, you can't do that. You have to evolve 1 time and then you can switch it to active. You can't say, okay, I swing it 2 times, I evolve 1 over another. No, you can't do that. When this card attacks, choose up to 2 cards from your opponent's hands and place them in the drop area. So potentially you get to rip 4 cards. Not your opponent chooses, you chooses 4 cards from their hands and throw it. In this format, it's almost a GG right there. Alright, so we're going to talk about the red cards. So we play 4 red cards, like 16 of them, play sets of 4. Intensifying power trunks. When this card attacks, you may choose 1 card in your hand. You take 1 card, you take a life, puts it into your hand. This card gains 10k and critical. So your opponent, it's a -1 no matter what, because he chooses to even take his life, then his hands is not ripped, or he chooses something from his hands to rip it from his hands, so that he will not take the damage. And Vados assistant. For Vados assistance wise, what she does is she negates the attack, then choose 1 of your battle card and switch it to active modes. Depending on your meta, maybe you might want to play full power Vegeta, full power energy Vegeta. Depending on your meta, if you have a lot of 1-drops that you have to take care of, especially those Hirurigan deck and things like that, maybe that's better. But I'm talking genetic wise, what's better for the deck is this, because she has a barrier, so technically there's no way to take her out unless they reset the game with Xeno. So what this lady does is that when you swing with her, a lot of times your opponent will try to take her out by attacking it. So you could negate it and make her restand so that you can do all your combos against for the next turn. So we're gonna play another 4 copies of the combo Vegeta. What this card does is that for 1 energy, at the end of the battle, after you combo with this card from your hand, if your leader is red, which we are, play this card in rest mode. Alright, and we play 4 copies of the other super combo, Son Goku. So what this card does is that when you evolve into this card, which we will never do, but if you combo with this card, so it's 1 energy, you get a 10k, and you also draw a card, which is pretty pretty good. So these are the cards that we play, and right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how I play the deck. And definitely I think we have different play style, but I'm going to give my way that I play the deck, and hopefully you can get some inspiration on how to play it and develop your own play style out from it. So when I start the whole game, I would love to see either this in my hands. So either one of those would be good, but this would be one of the better ones. The reason why this and this, it's actually one of the better ones, because usually if I start the game, I play one energy and I enter. So your opponent would usually want to swing with you. Depending on the matchup, sometimes they will do something like that, right? So they will come up with this, they swing, they take their life, it's critical, and then you combo with this guy. So that you're at 20, he's at 15, he just took a life, and then you are still at 8, and you have this guy on the board. It's actually a very good setup. It's better than Negate. The reason why is because you make them take their life for no reason. Of course they gain a hand, but they are at 7 and you are at 8. So no matter what, I would take it as a win. No, maybe they have a +1 in their hands, but it's a win on our side. Another thing about that is that if they don't spend resources to take out this card, so Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, the next turn this guy comes out, and when you swing at his leader with this card, you trigger your Champa, your leader's ability, and you get to draw a card. So that's the reason why. And if you do not have this in your hands, you could have this. So what he does is that when you come out, you swing for critical, you take a life, and it becomes 15, and you activate your leader's ability, and then you draw a card. So this is really good because at your first attacking turn, you start drawing cards. So actually I think it's better depending. If you are going second, this is the card that you want in your hands. If you're going first, this is the card that you want to start with, depending on your situation. And of course, if you have this card, keep it in your hands, because if they're gonna swing with something like that, or Kappa, depending on the situation, you could tap 1 and draw 1 card. So you don't even have a -1 in your hand, you're keeping your hand size at the same rate while he is depleting his own life. Yep, especially with this aggro format, it's very dangerous. And turn 2, you could play her, she comes out, or you could play her at turn 3 so that you have 1 energy to defend yourself. When there's something on the board that you want to pop, bring her out, pop it, and use the super combo to drop your maidens like this lady and this lady to help you to draw the cards that you need, especially cards like that, or like that. If you have this, play them for the blocking. And when you have 5 energy, I think that's a good point. 5 energy, you play Maiden Transformation, bring her out, and then you have the board set. Swing with her, rip 2 cards, drop 1 card, give her double strike so that she can swing 2 times critical. Alright, and yep, and if your opponent's at 2, drop 1 card to give your Champa double strike. Also swing with it so that your opponent has to drop cards to combo out from their situation. And also, especially if their hand size is low, judging on this situation, tap 1 and bring her out and rip 2 more cards. One of the things that is important when it comes to that is this. That she does not have barrier. So she can be popped. So only use her when you think that, okay, you want to end the game and you want to end it where it is. So that is when you want to bring her out, because they have the ability to pop her. And for this to happen, you kind of have to have minimum 6 energy, 2 for her, 3 for her, 1 for her. So depending on the situation, you want to leave maybe some energy to defend. So this is very situational. I will not do her out during the turn when you evolve her, because that's quite a lot of energy spent, or when all of them are already on the board. I usually spend the energy that are left over to defend them, so that I can go on to the next round and evolve her and do the play, because the next round it's the same. So if you have her on the board, you have one more energy because you put in energy more. You could maybe bring out even more Kakunza just for even more double striking dual attack with him, and then you can spend the rest of the energy to evolve onto her. So first turn, rip 2 cards. Second turn, she comes out, rip 2 more cards and 2 more cards. So 6 cards from your opponent's hands, not your opponent's choice. Your choice, not your choice, but by random. This would really end the game. So this is deck profile. I hope you like it. Next week I'm gonna upload something, but I'm not too sure if I can meet the schedule. The reason is because I'm gonna go to Budapest for the Unwood concert, and at the same time I'm gonna visit the Budapest local community to play some games with them. So they have said that they are playing at a pub, like in the middle of the day, and like a barcraft type of area, that we're gonna have some drinks while we're playing. That's gonna be so awesome. Really looking forward to that, and hopefully we can make some videos and make some like a vlogs to show you what's happening, and we will try to promote the European, I live in Europe, and just in case you don't know, we are trying to promote the European community, the Dragon Ball Super community. We are very far behind. We are still across world, but hopefully we will be Bandai promised that we will catch up in November, and we're gonna have our first regional in January or February. But right now, I think let's connect. I want to connect to the European community, and next week I'll be in Budapest visiting the local community, hopefully, and also make some vlogs about it. So I hope you enjoyed this deck profile, this updated Maidens deck profile. I put up some time before I made it because I want to wait for the ultimate box to come out, because this really helps a lot. So thank you for listening, and thank you for all the subs and all the comments that you have. Any questions down there, any comments, any feedback down there, and stay tuned, stay here. See you guys next time. Ciao, bye.